Same as before, I just need some phase. I've got too many of these. Should be nothing here. This is a situation where you can buy the stuff, 900 of these, and then it resets it. For example, I can do this, just throw them out. And if you clear it up, it'll give you a whole new set. Healing, banishment. Banishment goes in here. It'd be nice to leave some healing. Don't need to carry 12. You can sell Angrist. See what else. No, actually, let's not. Let's just go. Okay, well, we do not have sufficient. Although I don't see any liches. So nothing that's got pass wall. But still, I don't have enough bullets to kill those Druji. I will take these potions. Healing, speed, healing. Experience. I already need 400,000 for a single level. Requirement, the glaive of pain. Okay, this used to be a great artifact many years ago, and the reason is that it does nothing. It just has these very high stats, right? No slays, no nothing, but it has a basis of you can actually get it higher, get it at 5.7, and in those years as a warrior you could get all the way up to 6 attacks if you had everything capped, even with heavy weapons. So this actually is still doable, but on top of that, there were some very basic rings that you would find earlier on. They still exist, like the Ring of Acid, the Ring of Lightning, and so on. And right now, when you activate them, they give you resistance to that element, and then they also shoot a ball. But in those days, they would brand your weapon, and Sauron, for example, was vulnerable to acid. So if you found a ring of acid, you could brand this thing, and then you would do 27d6 plus 30. And it was massive. So that has been removed. It's no longer in the game. But, you know, 500 is still pretty good for a for basic damage, because it's 500 versus everything. So we'll keep it. Can I kill this guy? I would love one of those rods of speed right now. Love a nice little rod of speed. Unfortunately, this guy is weak when it comes to actually fighting him. Although 83,000. Don't mind if I do. Taratol, which is crap. Just slay dragon. We have the one that does peak off. Plain Mesa Disruption. Don't care for it. Should I go back down? Let's go back down. Fortunately, I move faster. Is that another experience? Life. Well, there's another right here. Ooh, this one's good. What's Ossa doing over there? Likes. Okay. So here's a problem because he's gonna wake up and he's gonna. We need to see this one. There's two nearly identical ones. One has a circular path, and the other one instead has a zigzag path. Nine. Well, let's explore this this vault. And see if we find the 9. Oh, this is better. I kind of might. Should carry it home. The Ring of Bara here is useless. It's +1 to stats and resist poison. And it's basically this one. +1 to stats, but this has immunity to fire and oh, we get ESP. I completely forgot this gives me ESP. So I can drop the Helm of Esp. And in case that because if I need it, I can always go back and there's many of them. At this stage it's really easy to find them. it. Another one. LSR, strength and speed and poison. And that, in my experience, that healing bit is good. This is the one that does nether for me. I do need LSR. I need to have it available in case I want to put it into a build. This one is +2 strength and con. +2 strength and con. The string of Buckland is better right now, but again, it's another thing that needs to... Not sure how we're gonna bring all this stuff back home. Lothlorien +28 and exp. So Atlas both crushes other monsters and can walk through walls and crush the walls. See what this is. Poison in this enchantment. I only have a single source of resist poison. Okay, and this does resistance immunity to lightning. Resistance to poison and dark. What's the activation on the Ring of Fire? Protection from evil. We can kill him now. Intelligence and disenchantment and shards. Cold brand, weak cold brand. Not the healing. So let's look at what we have and decide what we want to take back home. I will need to drop phase door, take healing. If I get something better that allows me to replace the pick of edibles, so that, what happens if I drop the pick? I go to 190, so I can't cap Constitution. This Crown of Might is only +1 Constitution. If I find a better one, that would do. Or I could go down to 19 speed. Lose a lot. I'll drop the drain life and take this ring. We said this was poison. That one, this has shards. is some roll, man. Plus 28. So my arrows are never gonna do as much damage as a Sling of Buckland. However, I can drop the Sling of Buckland now and then look for another Sling of Buckland later on. So this one, the Slings of Buckland have a bonus between 1 and 2 in shooting speed and 1 and 2 in shooting power. Shooting power means this. Normally a sling is x2, so it's twice the basic damage of the shot that you're using. With shooting power plus 2, you get to plus 4. If it's only plus 1, it's times 3. Okay. Shooting speed doesn't show anywhere, but your shooting speed is 1. If you're a ranger, you have a bonus to that, but for everyone else, it's just 1. A shooting speed of plus 2 means that you shoot at this value 3 times per round. That's why we get these very high damage stats, because essentially we're attacking 3 times. Otherwise, 560, 260, 280. No, less than that. We're doing about 180 damage per attack, which is in line with other things. With this bow, we would probably do a bit more than that, but only 1 shot. So with good arrows and that massive bonus over there, what we can do is drop this sling right now, because we're using it just for the dexterity. Add this bow that gives me 2 points more. Drop these. And okay, right now we don't have any more ranged attacks, but we can always get a better Sling of Buckland that has a higher value, because they can go at least 10 points higher than that. And we get a banishment, the Bow of Amrod in case we want extra stats. What else does Amrod do? Those 2 points of Constitution, if I flip them in, I can then use the Glaive of Pain. Ring of Barahir is really useless. Okay, so it has the poison protection. I already have poison from the dragon armor, and this gives me immunity to fire on top, and plus 5 speed, and a little bit of attack, and ESP altogether. So I don't think it's worth considering this ring at all. This, yes, I will drop the Satisfy Hunger. What else did we leave on the ground? The helmet. In the long run, this may be better if I want to do a build that uses this Ring of Fire to get a little bit of everything, and ESP, a bit of speed, a bit of stats, but doesn't have poison, this shield, and then whatever other armor that I have that doesn't have protection from poison. Dexterity and disenchantment is another that is not easy to find. I can probably drop this Staff of Destruction and use the 8 scrolls that I have. Yeah. Need to make decisions at one point or another. Need to decide who wins and who loses, who lives and who dies. So, recharging, identify, let's drop a banishment, identify, we'll find them on the ground. Vigor, we'll find them on the ground. And we got all those resists, so. Cell, identify, cell, recharging. How much does the glaive of pain do like this? 552. I might cap the 5.5 attacks with this. Should be 5.7. Well, if I was using this, for example, and that, I would now been doing 569, but I don't have chaos anymore. Chaos is a problem. Let's go back to the pick. $380. Fire. We'll just leave it for later. Amulet of ESP. We'll find them on the ground. This, we passed it. It's not going to get used. This one we passed it. If we're just looking for damage, we've got the Glaive of Pain. You know, doesn't do anything else. Basic resists. Lance of the Erlingas. It really has those 2 miserable points of speed. Nexus. Keep it. It's a touch better than the one I'm using. Keep it in case we get something that does, whatchamacallit, resist chaos in another form. And we pass this. Don't need this morning star anymore. Alright. Well, we can leave these two. Not that I need them, but acquirement, special acquirement, good. Let's get a few of these, bunch of them. So rotation, we have too many. Actually, I only need 2. Okay. Stairs, 497. Down the other side of the map. This one. +2 constitution. Obviously it has less strength, a lot less strength. However, we did say if we swap out, then we would be capped. Oh, there's a city. Okay, we go back. Smaug. Let's go kill Smaug. See? Not dangerous. This is a plain multi-dragon scale mail. Don't need it. Armor of the Rohirrim. Protection. I don't have any arrows, so I can't do anything to him. And I see my Gleam is coming as well, so let's just get out of here. Shelob. Falketot is a beginning early depth artifact. It has like a really tiny bonus in speed. 3 dexterity, 3 speed. That's it. But earlier on, this is great. A lot of games have used this, and this is still a bit better. Strength, dexterity, confusion. Nothing. Matokov 9. One of the dwarves. Oh, looks like there's a vault up there. And gravity hounds. There's another one, yeah. This is the zigzag one. Might kill Arpharazon. I don't think those lesser Balrogs can drain charges. I think only the bigger ones. Yeah, he's not immune to acid, so... He's this way. Oh. 2 and 14. These are branded with acid, so in case something is vulnerable to acid. Yep. Shield the Thorin. This one's good, and this one is the primary source of chaos, resist chaos for most playthrough. And also that 4 strength, 4 constitution bonus is fantastic. Of course, it has to have -1 stealth because it belongs to a dwarf, and dwarves are loud, but we'll take it. And you know, we can throw away Falketot. Not need it. I'm gonna throw away this drain life. What does the Matakonayan do? Resist our disenchantment. Arrow wounding, we'll take these. Traps, traps, traps. Belgianon. For dexterity and poison. So, I was opening those chests. Speed, empty. I think I'm ever gonna need it. And another issue that I've had with the game is I complained about the house having a limit. And I can understand that the house has a limit because the game has been coded, you know, independently in the 90s. So it has very, very, very poor code. But it's a house, you know, you shouldn't have problems on how much stuff you can stash in a house. I said, okay, you know, it's 2020 now, can we please have a house that doesn't suck and you can just throw as much stuff as you want, specifically because we're playing with these horrendous artifacts and trying to find a way that you have stuff capped. And another playthrough, you really do not have to put too much attention into it, and you would have multiple instances of all these completely covered. This will never even need it. If we need those plus 8 points to win, we shouldn't be playing. And I said we get another source of disenchantment, the hat. So we can throw this one away. Let's see if that's still 5,000. You can sell stuff to the black market. Well, as a matter of just keep doing the same thing. Right. Kind of running out of steam because I find this a bit dull, to be honest. I prefer all the other classes, but we'll keep going. We'll manage to win it, hopefully. I won't lie to you. This may look good. This may look good. You say, well, you don't have sound, you don't have Nexus. Yeah, but we need much more than this. Like, we need a whole lot of runes of protection, like a whole lot and a whole bunch of these. And then when we start to put in the weapons that actually do damage, then we start to lack other resists. I can see it. We don't have stuff that syncs up, that lines up well in order to give you what you need to survive the final fight. So it's gonna take still another few hours. Here we go, Saruman. Saruman, it's important to try to kill him earlier on because he'll teleport you away while you're fighting him. Or he'll teleport himself away, but that's not as much of a problem. But you don't want to kill him after you've been on the level for quite a while and he throws you next to some really nasty monster. Come on, is he maybe stuck? Yeah, stuck behind a stupid centipede. Amnesiac, that's the thing that can cause you to fail reading scrolls. So, Cloak of Luthien. Intelligence speed. 1 point more speed and restore life levels. Not great. Mormagil is cursed in every way. Mana stand speed, so you know what? These can stay on the ground where they are. It's a good cloak for the armor class, but nothing else. How many experience points is worth this thing now? 13,000. Way too little. Astonishment. Should I just destroy this? Get rid of both of them? Yeah. If you have the Arkenstone and you also have detection and mapping, because, you know, when you have the time hounds. If you have the Arkenstone, you don't really need both that and also detection and mapping. No, I'm not gonna do this. I'll find another 7, you know. Who am I killing those ones? 50,000 XP, whatever. Drop this mass banishment to there. So if you have the Arkenstone and also the Rods of Detection and Magic Mapping, you actually can kill Gothmog and Mungortim and not use them to generate level feelings. Basically get onto a level, use the rods, and if stuff comes up, then at that point you can enlighten the level with I've got immunity to fire with the Arkenstone. I keep forgetting. Intelligence, wisdom, and does sleep. So experience. Ooh, big vault over there. Kavalax. Nothing. This one we enter from the bottom. Right, I forgot we're also no longer with the sling, we have the arrows now. So, he will need to be killed with arrows. I cannot melee him. Yeah, Nexus attacks. No. If I recall correctly, the Sword of Eowyn is particularly good against undead. And it also comes with resist nether. Okay, stats cap. Bonus strength. 4-8 versus evil. Resist nether. Won't needing these anymore. Ooh. Right. My mistake. I did say we were not going to read any more of them, but we did. But okay. I got one. And I'll just go the other way around to kill the Druzy. Right here. Mistake. Stuff for speed. I don't like stuff for speed. Oh, Ranger. Bucklancy, plus 26. Only 3x. And also plus 1 shooting speed. But plus 26, good. So for example, if I was wielding this one, then these pebbles would do, well, 211, so. This has come too late. It's unlikely that I'll use this. It's not a Morgoth Slayer. Not even blessed by the gods. It is not. But this is good, and rune is good. You know, 5 rune is good, 10 rune is great. Don't need anymore. Don't need it. Don't need it. See, they teleport you. I'll run off fight Glaunga straight away. I don't have Slay Dragons. But I've got a great digging bonus. You think you're going? Not bad, not bad. Temporarily take these. These plain secret arrows. Books. Well, sorry guys. Don't play Angband while you're cooking. Rod of Restoration. Not that I particularly need it with this character, but good to have, and I've been seeing too many of these cold balls. Amulets of infravision, resistance, searching, sustenance, the magi. We do not need to see them. And I don't think I need to see magical non-artifact armors either. So, plasma hounds. I once had a level like 50 or almost completely 50, like 48, something like that character, and lost it to plasma hounds just because I was somewhere in a dungeon. I teleported. That teleport got me in a room full of plasma hounds. They all used their breath at me because I was in the middle of the room. Cobra got good. And I got knocked out by their stun effect. So, restoration, we keep it. We throw a temporary release. Cobra Gall is a basic crossbow with +10 speed. This is a special remove curse. Those, these guys, the Aussie loot. I'm not really sure why I avoid them, but for some reason I always avoid them, and it's been so long. And I feel like the story of the monkey that doesn't want to go, that the other monkeys don't let go on top of on the staircase, on the step ladder. Throw that away. I don't need that. Teleportation. I have the scrolls, and I will find more staffs. As a matter of fact, staffs. So destruction, yes. No, 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 no. Power, not really suitable to a wizard, to a warrior. Experience. I'll kill this guy now. Alright, so time to recall. I will fix my haggis. And I need a better weapon. I need something better to kill Morgoth than this. I'm not really sure why I'm stashing all these arrows. How much do they do? 260. Probably not enough to kill him. Well, need to keep doing this until we find something better. At least a Mace of Disruption. Something like that. Ta-ta. Okay, so I made a little bit of changes. One is, now that I have the Crown of Might that has an additional point of Constitution, I'm more at 18,200. Constitution, when you get to 200, it's capped. It doesn't go any higher with 210. It does not go any higher when you get to, let's say, 220 or over, which is when you get the asterisks. The Blade of Chaos of Gondolin gives me Piston, which, it's good to have. Has the same resist chaos that the Pick of Erebor has. And this has essentially a best 455 with Acid Brand. And this one instead has 427 versus all. But then those dragons and demons, which right now is more of a preoccupation rather than, whatever this does, trolls and orcs. So all in all, it's a flat upgrade. And we sell this here. We don't get to that digging bonus, but we still dig in 21 turns, so cool. And I sold the leather shield of Caligorma because it does this light and dark. I really don't need P blind. I already have light and dark from something else, from F, the Arkansas Thrain. So, okay. I mean, these guys, I do 668, so these guys will probably go down in 2 hits. Or 1 hit. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And, 30,000 XP. Special healing. 3 rolls of healing. Ooh, a rune of protection. I'm so not scared of these guys. And I can drop the phase. I mean, I've got my panic button anyway, so if I find myself in the shit, I can always use destruction. Experience. If you find a situation like this where you can just profit from it and the risk is minimal, you need to take it. These morons are sleeping. And for me, it's just a lot of experience, a lot. I got a potion of healing, 2 rods of healing out of this, 2 potions of XP, another potion of XP, yeah. And let's not forget, I also got a rune of protection, so good little run. One of them, one of them. through them. Don't need that many. I'll take the hounds. It's basically another sort of free XP. Just literally face a wall and let them come to you and kill them. Okay, so I'll just briefly kill this guy. I made a mistake. Made a mistake. No scrolls of phase. I don't need recharging anymore. Let's go see what those are. Got banishment. Doesn't have bonus versus undead. Too many restore life level. You know, well, we really do depend on those last 2 points of constitution. I lost a whatchamacallit, I lost a rod of slow monster to some lightning attack. This just does shards and sound. And I have one source of resist poison. Fireballs. Don't need it. Probably should be carrying a couple of those around as disposables. And every time we want to teleport something, we need to manually use the teleport. Tell the game to teleport. You know, without having both sound and shards, there's a couple of monsters that we may not be able to kill at all. One of those is these guys here. Fire, we got the immunity. Darkness. That's the other one that does shards. Still. Scatha. We'll go take him. That didn't show up because I put on ignore all the great weapons that do not have some special bonus. Rod of healing. Rod of healing, please. Thank you. It is also destroying my armor class, but it's also only destroying the things that are like the shield of preservation, elven cloak, because these are normal objects. Artifacts cannot be destroyed by acid. And that guy, the Horned Reaper, don't try to melee him. Ever. Satisfy hunger. Now we can kill this guy. Use the stuff of speed. Slow monster. Oh, two of them. One next to the other. And I see Medusa the Gorgon as well. So these guys, their melee is just ridiculous. 11d11 per hit. 1, 2, 3, 4. I haven't yet found like a nice ring of speed, like a plus 14 or something like that. $500 sound, 500 shards. This is a special enlightenment, which we don't need anymore. Time vortex, no thanks. Oh. Please. Go away, bye-bye. It's the same thing we got. So throw away the face doors, take the healing. That's serenity. Now we're gonna need to temporarily throw these two. Oh, because I picked up some cure critical wounds. And see if there's anything else here that needs to be picked up. Whoops. Whoops. Yeah, that's enough. So we'll trade the phase doors for teleportation. Now, character level 46, happy to go all the way to 50. The warrior does need less experience points. I'm really looking for something better than this Blade of Chaos or Gondolin. So ideally, or not even ideally, but like as a baseline, I like a Mace of Disruption of Slay Evil or Holy Avenger, or even of extra attacks, and that is your basic, just plain damage, plain old damage. We wouldn't need to fiddle some things around to get chaos covered, maybe get a shield that covers for chaos or something similar. I would also like to get one of the good weapons from this artifact set, like either Deathbreaker, Trident of Wrath, or the or Ringil. But who knows? We did find Cobra Goal, so we could potentially lose these 5 points of 4 points, because Dex, I think, caps no, all 5 points. Lose these 5 points of dexterity, but get 10 points of speed. So plus 35, plus 45 hasted. And use the arrows as secondary, really. Or throw them out if you're using Cobra Go. Maybe could win like this as well. I'm not sure. It really depends on the number of rune of protection that you have. And, these keep coming, so there's no reason to go do the final fight before they're there. I've got an empty slot, so I'm going to leave 3 of these. They are only for emergencies, and by emergencies I mean when I screw up. Indeed, those will keep stashing them. Alright, that's all for now. See you tomorrow.